Hi everyone, we are here to answer your questions right now. It's time for the Dear Love Talk segment.
If you have any questions that you'd like us to answer, you can email us on questions@lovetalkshow.tv.
That's right. And we are here to answer our first question of the day. Dear Love Talk, is there a rule on who should make the first move? Well, what do you think?
I don't think
Would you make the first move on me?
No.
Even though you wanted?
I didn't ever want it. He's delusional. I never wanted to make the first move. I don't think there is a rule. I think it has to do with personal preference. For example, I always had in my mind that the guy should make the first move. I wanted him to be the first because I think it says something about the person, you know. I wanted you to be like that always, you know, to take the initiative, to be the one who will get things for us, you know, who will be there for us. To me, at least, that's what it meant. I wanted you to be the first one that made it. You fought for me. I wanted you to fight for me. And making the first move started that way. I didn't want to be the one who had to come to you and, you know.
And why not?
Because I wanted you to fight for me. I didn't want to be the one.
So I'm asking the question on purpose because we know some guys are a bit slow, right? Right? Introvert.
Yeah.
No, not in a bad way. Introvert.
Shy sometimes.
Yes. Maybe the woman has to give some hints in a proper way, obviously.
I think that's
right?
important.
Yeah, that's important in a proper way. Obviously, you're not going to do something that you regret later and come across as someone as a woman who is way too open. However, I think I would have a problem with a woman coming on to me.
Yeah?
I mean, the way my mind is today, maybe when I was young, I would think I was cool. No, I was the hot shot, but the big shot. But maybe hot a little bit. I don't know. Why not? But having a woman making the first move, in my opinion, maybe another guy would say no, but I would feel a bit weird. As you said, I want to be the one fighting for her. And it's not a matter of it is wrong or it is right. It's just a matter of principle, perhaps.
And
right?
I think, to me, it was an indication. And it's true, the beginning of a relationship, the dating period, is an indication of how things are going to be after. So to me, that was important, that you made the first move, because it was an indication of how you would be the rest of the time. But I think what you said is very important, because some guys, they are not even shy, but they're unsure. So it's important that the woman lets him know that she's open. Like if he comes to talk to her, she's not going to say, get out of here. It's important that she shows that she's open for his approach.
Just a side note, if you see us struggling a little bit to speak because it's very cold here right now.
It's very beautiful, but it's very windy.
But it's very windy, but we're going to get through it. Let's go into the next question. Dear Luke and Rafa, my girlfriend cheated on me in the past and it took a while, but I forgave her and took her back. But I always have this thought in the back of my mind, if she would do it again. Can I ever trust her again? Well, if you forgave her, you forgave her, period. If you decided to let go, you have to let go. If you decided to rip that page off, it's ripped. Why would you go back? Because by doing that, you are not hurting only yourself, indeed, because you are every single day wondering, where is she? Who is she talking to? But you're also hurting her because she's trying to make amendments. She's trying to move forward. She's trying to prove to you that she'll never do that again, but you don't help.
And I think this is very important, because sometimes when betrayal happens in any relationship, I don't know how it was with them, but many people do like this. Okay, I forgive you, let's move forward. But they never really settle the matter, you know. Like, has he talked to her? Does he know why it happened? Does she love him? Is this what she wants? Is she willing to make it work, like you said, to prove to him that it's not going to happen again?
Yeah,
Has that been
It's
talked?
important also that she not only says that she'll never do it again, but that she does things, right, to regain that trust. She needs to help him rebuild that trust. That's perhaps something you need to talk to her about, right? And I don't know if you guys have talked, as she said, but it's important to make it clear that both you both help each other. You by, giving her the benefit of the doubt, letting her prove to you that she's fine, don't bring anything back from the past, and she has also to do things, behave in certain ways, whatever,
to reassure him.
To reassure you that you can trust her, right?
It's like this, can I ever trust her again? It's not an answer that we can give. It has to be him by what he's seeing.
Exactly.
One thing that people do a lot is, okay, you can't see my social networks. You can't see if that happens, so how can he trust?
If she's behaving in ways that do not transmit assurance, trust, security, then of course he's going to have issues there.
It's gonna be difficult.
You have to take those things out of the way, right? And let's go into one more question. Dear Luke and Rafa, what do you think of a guy who is in a relationship but still looks at other girls? My boyfriend says it's no big deal, but it really irritates me. I don't want to come across nagging or jealous, but I really don't like it. Well, it's not only you. I think any woman would you like that?
No.
Would you like me sitting here with you, talking to you, and while you're talking to me, imagine we are not doing the show now, the program, and we are just talking, just here relaxing, and then there are girls around here, and you find me from time to time staring at them. What would you think? How would you feel?
Yeah.
No, you're speaking to me, and yeah.
And it's also, see, I can't even speak.
I know, maybe because of the cold, or maybe because it's like
outrageous.
Put yourself in you men. Now let me talk to the man. Put yourself in your woman's shoes. Your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance. Put yourself in their shoes. They are staring at other men, because women don't tend to do that. We know it's hard. It may happen, but it's hard. But men do that a lot. Put yourself in their shoes. You'd lose your temper right in front of her.
I don't think he would accept it.
If you are with a guy, a boyfriend, who says it's nothing, that you're jealous, or no, you're seeing things, but it's there, then you have to reconsider this guy as a future or as a prospect future husband, if you know what I mean. Because if you've seen that a couple of times and he has no problem with that, fair enough. If you don't have a problem with that, keep doing that, and I'm going to walk away and find somebody else. Because why would you be with someone like that? I don't think he really is into you 100%.
And people have this idea sometimes of love is unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean love is unconditional? So we love each other, you can cheat on me and I'll still love you and be with you.
But I don't think this is her case, because she's not liking it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand she doesn't want to come across as nagging, as jealous, but you're not being nagging or jealous.
You're putting conditions.
You're putting conditions, and if you put him against the wall, you're doing right. And see where he is, so you don't waste your time. All right, and here is the final question. Hi, Luke and Rafa. My question is, how do I know that the person I am dating is the one? Well, in nowadays, dating, which they used to call it in the past courting.
Which sounds very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed.
Was the time when people get to know each other, which doesn't happen today, right? Today we see people, because we counsel couples in our seminars, we help people of all walks of life and ages and different situations they've been through, and we see from time to time couples who are having problems today, who, when we ask them, how did you meet? Where did you meet? We met at this place. How? Like this. And how long did you date before you got married? 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
3 months. So there was no time to know the person. They simply got to know each other and moved into the relationship. They got married. So the dating period is the time for you to get to know each other. Now, the dating period is to get to know each other. Knowing in terms of plans, goals, and not knowing the body. If you know what I mean, right?
Many people use the dating period not to get to know
sleep
each other.
together. So okay, we slept together. I think we're meant for each other. This is sorry, dumb. The dating period is for to know each other. Know the family. Go to each other's family. Get to know them. Plans, projects.
Opinions about things.
Exactly. So that's when you know if the person is the one or not. Because you're taking the time. One may ask, okay, how long should I date them? I mean, there's no specific period of time for you to date. It could vary from, 10 months, a year, maybe a year and a half. It's different. There's some people who date for 2, but we're talking about dating, as we said. Dating is supposed to be getting to know each other, not giving in to the desires of your flesh, your human desires. Because you're not knowing the other person. You simply go to bed with the other person, but you don't know the other person. Going to bed with the other person doesn't mean you're getting to know the other person.
Another point, I think also, how do I know if the person is the one for me? Because that's important. You have, or you should have, principles that you want to live by, plans that you have for your life. Sometimes when you're dating, you get along well, you like each other, but the person has different plans, different principles. But many people choose to ignore that.
Or none at all.
So how do I know he's the one?
I remember, sorry to cut, I remember dating when I was young, when I was a teenager, I was dating a girl and she was in university, she was studying, she knew what she wanted and I was not going to school. I wasn't going to school, I wasn't working, I was a teenager just wasting my life away. And that was it. So, we liked each other, but, if this question came about today to her, if this question was asked to her, then probably should think twice before staying with me because we were completely different in that sense. So, probably during the period of time we were dating should come to the conclusion that I wasn't the right guy to be with her.
You know the person is the one, not when they are just like you, because we advocate against that. But when you have the same principles, the same plans for your life, when you see that, okay, yes, he does, then he could be the one. If not, then you like each other, but he's not the one for you.
Yeah. So if you'd like us to answer to your questions in this segment, you can email us at questions@lovetalkshow.tv. Okay?